Paris Saint-Germain, the very proud Qatari, Nasser Al-Khelaifi, the man who took Lionel Messi, of course, to PSG. Simon and I spoke with him, and then I engaged with him myself, and I said to Nasser, just how proud was he that the World Cup has come to this part of the world?
Everybody so excited. You know, we were waiting this for 12 years, and everybody, I mean, so excited, and we're so proud as Qatari, and, you know, proud to have the world come to our country and host them and show them our country, show them the truth, what's about country, you know, what's our people, what's about, you know, our people that really loves to host people and you know, welcoming people. And I hope you feel it, James, and everybody here.
We do feel very welcome, and everybody is welcome, aren't they?
I mean, of course. I mean, you know, here, as His Highness the Emir said, you know, everybody welcome to Qatar. It's open door with open heart, and we're so excited to receive people, more people too.
Gianni Infantino said one or two things in his address. Do you want to touch on that? I mean, did he make it too much about him? It's a World Cup, isn't it?
I mean, you know, I will not comment what he said, but I think the world been so unfair, honestly, to Qatar. You know, I mean, if people, unfair, absolutely, because if people come and see what's Qatar, what's Qatari people, what we do in our country, you know, of course, we are not the perfect, you know, here, but trust me, we're doing our best, and we are good people. We treat people with our heart, and what it hurt when I see everybody or most of the people, you know, media, you know, talking really just negative. That's not fair at all.
I know your heart is here with the Qatari people, but of course your team is PSG. Everybody always says, how do you do it? Simon asks big questions about, is everything above board financially? But somehow you do it.
No, I mean, listen, as I said, you know, with the club, I mean, people always talking about Paris Saint-Germain. They think that we have just money and spending money. That's not true. If you buy a company and you want to invest in a company, you need to inject money, you know. It's about business and also football. So we bought the club 70 million. Today is over 4 billion, you know, and we have, as I told you, have different offers. Is it good business? Yes, fantastic business. Are we doing good project? I believe yes. Everything right? No, of course. You know, in football, you know, you take decision. You can you know, decide with wrong decisions. So we are not perfect. Just to be, you know, also honest. But we're doing our best. And I think, you know, we brought the club from where we are, where we were, where we are today. I think we should be proud, and I'm proud.
And you have an offer of 4 billion for the club, but you're not going to sell?
Over 4 billion, of course. I mean, we're not going to sell the club, but why not a small percentage in the club? We think about with different offers, actually.
Messi plays his football with you, but is his heart still with Barcelona?
He's with us. He's the Paris Saint-Germain player, and, you know, he got a contract with us. He's happy in Paris, and we'll see end of the season.
And what about Mbappe? Does he want to stay?
He said it again and again, and I'm not going to repeat every time.
That was Nasser Al-Khelaifi speaking to me yesterday. Simon, a £4 billion offer on the table for PSG, and the Qatari ownership saying, no, we're not selling.
€4 billion, yeah. I mean, we spoke to him on Saturday, and I did, it's not in that interview, but I did say to him, and the recording wasn't great because we were outside a restaurant, you know, I can't square this circle. I can't work out how you guys can possibly comply with financial fair play. And he did. He spoke about the growth of the business, and of course he's right to say businesses require investing in. I do have trouble with the methodologies being deployed, and I did say it to him. He said, I know you do. He said, but we're very clever. We do good business. We do free transfers. I said, but bloody hell, Nasser, your free transfer is Lionel Messi. I mean, that's not that's not much of a free transfer.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is you know, people are going to say whatever they want to say. We're over here. We're in this sort of company, and we're bending and sort of adjusting our belief systems. But I actually found him to be a very engaging man and a very football-orientated person. He's incredibly proud of what his country is trying to achieve in this World Cup. And there's a deep-seated feeling of being maligned by the way that the West are portraying certain parts of this World Cup, from what's happened to the migrant workers to what's happening with the situation surrounding their belief systems, Sharia law and Sharia religion beliefs. And they're really feeling that they're not being given a fair shake. So I'm going to look at it properly and pragmatically, But my experiences so far of these guys is they want this World Cup to be successful. There'll be motivations like there is in everything, and there is a concern. You know, I don't want the entire Premier League to be brought up by the Middle Eastern groups or by Americans, because it will change the landscape to our disadvantage.
Well, that's right. And Graeme, they're in the game. The fact of the matter is they're in the game.
Was it Qatar? Was it PSG or was it Man City that turned around and said when there was discussions about financial fair play, well, if UEFA want to get involved in a 40-year legal process, we're up for that. So basically, just get back in your box and we'll do what we want. I'm not sure if PSG are run any differently to that. Yeah, they dominate the French league. Great. I think, is it 10 years now? It must be circa 10 years they've consecutively won the league.
Yeah.
Great. Why Neymar would go there from Barcelona? Why Messi would go there? I think it's fairly obvious why they've gone there. Is it a challenge for them professionally? Very much doubt it. Will they win the Champions League? Maybe 1 year.
They've gotten close, Graeme.
Maybe 1 year. There's one.
That's what they want. That's the one they want,
of course
obviously.
Winning domestic is not
Yeah.
a great achievement anymore for PSG, given the kind of money they've thrown at it. So I think I'm right in saying, is it only Marseille that's ever won the Champions League from French football?
But what is interesting, Graeme, is that they're talking about Chelsea went for $2.5 billion. They're talking about PSG having a potential bid on the table for free.
You believe that?
Well, do I disbelieve it? I take it at face value. The guy tells me I believe everything that someone says until they tell me a lie. Then I never believe another word that they say. The bottom line is, he says he's had an offer for €4 billion. That tells you the scale of where football's going.
And he was
tells you
happy
to come to the table.
And he was happy to offer that information, Simon. It would seem, Martin, that
but
they're all very happy at PSG.
Hold on.
Yeah,
we're still in Qatar, and you're blowing smoke up people's backsides. I mean, where is the value? Where is the $4 billion value in PSG?
Where's the $7 billion value in Man United?
Well, I would suggest that Man United, arguably the biggest football club in the world, playing in the best league in the world, most watched, more interest in it.
Yeah.
And there's more money in it. There's more money in it.
I'm not comparing that. I'm saying double the price. Man United's perspective now $7 billion. Where's the $2.5 billion potential value in Chelsea?
Premier League.
Yeah, I get that, Graeme.
Huge
but they
commodity.
also have to stand in their own rights.
Anyway, you continue to be promoters for the Qataris. On you go. It's very nice of you. You've been very respectful here sitting in Doha. And if I'm put on a plane this afternoon, I've had a super.
It's got nothing to do with respect, but you've got to give people the benefit of the doubt. Now, if you ask somebody,
and you only do that by asking them questions.
If you ask somebody like the president of PSG, I don't think I can square that circle. I don't think you're good for the ecosystem of football. I don't think that you're doing
so
things
now
in
you're
a way.
agreeing with me.
No, I agree with Graeme. We're in the same space, but I asked the fella. I said it to the fella. Now, unfortunately for us, we've got an interview that was drowned out by wind.
But the fact of the matter is, Simon, the questions were
That's
asked to...
very true.
The fact
that was drowned out by wind.
The fact of the matter is...
a contradiction.
With all due respect, you asked me a moment ago who is Nasser Al-Khelaifi, and I had to tell you he's the owner of PSG.
The
bottom line is
I've
this.
met him. I know who he is.
Messi is there, and they're well aware of all the speculation that goes around that. The only reason is there's money. Well, yeah, bingo. You got it right in one. Probably that's true. Is Mbappe leaving? No, he's not leaving. We want him here because he's our player. They're proud of these players as well, Martin.
Yeah.
They're proud that they've got the very best here.
Nasser Al-Khelaifi, it was his dream, wasn't it, to get those players together, essentially. But it's interesting because, Simon, you've met him, and you were saying what a wonderful individual that he is.
No, what I said was I actually was surprised by how self-effacing he was, how mild-mannered he was, and also how much he wanted to talk about football. That surprised me.
So would you see him as a good person, somebody that is...
I don't know the ins and outs of him.
All we do know, Simon, is that we asked for his time and he gives us it.
What I
You've
do
heard
know,
that one, judge a man by his friends.
But yeah,
He says
okay,
mate.
but you're.
What does that say about
I
one? He's his mate.
was having dinner with you last night. What does that tell everyone about everyone?
I'll tell you, I was buying.
You expensed it. I'm
And
not
that takes us
buying.
perfectly to where are we now? 1:30, 1:30 over here in Doha, Qatar.